Working in of itself is a very simple concept. You just have to find a task and work on it. But when you think about it, it's very hard. It's simple but very hard. And a lot of people struggle with it, including myself in the past. It's only until recently that I actually become pretty good at working hard, and at working, especially my brain. In the past, in the last over 1.5 years, I became good at training my body and working my body really hard. I trained my body really hard, but I never improved my skill of actually working with my brain really hard every single day. So when I actually started the business, I actually needed to start recording videos, scripting videos. I was very bad at it. But there were a few tactics I started using that greatly helped me actually start actually start doing the work that needed to be done, especially the mental work, because physical work it wasn't that difficult because I already leveled up my skill. If you want a video on it, I might make one in the future. But to sit down and do the mental work is also very difficult, and it's a scary thing to learn. And you got a few things that I use that helped me drastically improve at the skill of working mentally, working with your brain. So the first reason why you can't do your work is because you set the expectations too high. Imagine this, you haven't studied in 2 weeks. And last time you studied, you maybe studied for like 20 minutes. And now you have an exam next week and you want to study for 2 hours every single day. Do you actually think, how difficult do you think it's going to be to muster up the motivation and discipline to actually study for 2 hours after you haven't studied in 2 weeks? And last time you studied for like 30 minutes. And you actually almost like you never study for 2 hours straight in your whole life. Very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to muster the discipline, the courage, the motivation to actually do it. But imagine you just said, okay, today I'm going to study for 30 minutes. Not anymore, just 30 minutes, pretty easy. Just going to open my book. It's still going to be pretty difficult, but it's actually going to be way easier. And maybe after the 30 minutes goes by, you just think, you kind of get in the flow, and then you study 45 minutes, and then we go to maybe 60. And even if you just stay at 30 minutes, it's already so much better than just procrastinating and not doing it at all. It's very easy because of your ego. You set the expectation super high because you think, oh yeah, I know I can do it, And it sounds very cool to say, oh yeah, I know I can do it. That's ego. You haven't done it in a while, maybe you haven't done it in your whole life. And now you just expect to just do it somehow because your ego tells you, oh yeah, no. Don't do less. So try to do as much as possible, even though you have never done this amount in your whole life, or you haven't done this amount in months and months. But the ego is trying to tell you, do that super hard workout. Oh yeah, do that work for 2 hours. Even though you're not used to it. And I know I sound mean, but it happens to all of us. Even to me, that's how my self-improvement journey started. In the beginning of my self-improvement journey, I wanted to start doing all those super hard things from the beginning. I want to do the super hard workouts. I want to reach for 5 hours. I want to do this and this and this and this and this and this. And my ego kept me stuck for months. My ego kept telling me, yeah, we're on the right path, even though I wasn't making progress for months. And I only started making progress when I drastically reduced my expectations. And I actually started adopting the bare minimum mindset. Accepting, yeah, I'm not that good yet. I will become better, but I'm not that great. I'm not as great as I think I am. And you are also not as great as you think you are. So lower your fucking ego. You need to start setting the expectation lower because your brain seems on your side, but your brain is often not on your side. Your brain is often going to be that voice in your head that's influencing you very negatively. That's your brain is the reason why you are at the stage of life you currently at. I really like Hamza when he says this. You are where you are because of your brain. You are where you are because you followed what your brain told you to do. And that's so true. You're just where you are. I'm where I am and where I am in my life because I followed what my brain told me. But recently, I also started following what the brains of others were telling me. I started learning. I actually started reading books. I actually started watching some information podcasts from people that have achieved some great things that I want to achieve myself. And that's only when I actually started lowering my ego and saying, yeah, I'm not that great. And maybe I can probably learn from many people. And that's when I actually started making good progress, actually getting my life in the right direction. But when I was just following my brain, yeah, it wasn't going in the right direction at all. Set lower expectations. A good way you can just do this and is just start using a habit tracker. I still have one, and this is what changed my life. This is how my self-improvement journey started. So I just have the habits on top, then I have the days here, and then I just check the box on the days where I do it. So I've been very consistent recently with my work, my workouts, my meditation, my gratitude. And there's a certain mindset that changed my life, and it's a bare minimum mindset. Basically, even now I still use it. I don't need it as much, but I still use it. And this is the mindset that changed my life, because if I never adopted this mindset, I wouldn't have come this far in my self-improvement journey. The bare minimum mindset. So you use a habit tracker, make one like I showed you, and use the bare minimum mindset. The bare minimum mindset is basically that you may think that to check the box for working out, you need to do a full workout of 2 hours or anything like that. No. And your brain's going to disagree with this, but if you want to make progress, my brain disagreed with this for months. And in fact, it's actually the time when I actually lowered my ego and said, yeah, this guy may be right. That's when my life changed. So basically, to check the box for working out or for any of the good habits, you basically just need to do the bare minimum. So if you just do 1 push-up, 1 squat, 1 rep of any exercise, or you just hold a plank for like 1 second, you're allowed to check the box for working out. And now your brain's going to disagree, your brain's going to get angry, your brain's going to, yeah, but 1 push-up is not going to do anything. Yeah, 1 push-up is not going to change your body anyways, of course. But because you're not that disciplined yet, it's actually going to be progress. And even if you're disciplined, yes, if you're already disciplined, it actually builds this mindset of being consistent, even if you just do a lower amount. But right now, you're not that great, you're not as good as you think, you're not as disciplined as you think, the level where you're going to be able to do a full workout. Of course not. And that's why you actually want to improve. That's why you've watched this video so far. So if you want to check the box for meditation, for any of your good habit, just do the bare minimum. You're allowed to check yourself doing just the bare minimum. And very often, that's how my journey started. I did the 1 push-up, and then I did 5, and then I did 10, and I ended up doing 150. But it's just as, in general, you're not that disciplined. And even when you do become disciplined, I'm 1.5 years into this journey. There are still some days where I will maybe just quickly do I remember 1.5 weeks ago, I did a very quick workout. I just went on okay, no, it wasn't that quick. I went on a 1 kilometer run that I did like, I think 90 squats, 50 push-ups, and 20 pull-ups. Okay, it wasn't that short. It was pretty short. It was very short. It was like under 20 minutes, under 25 minutes. But in general, on some really bad days, I will find myself that I will just do like literally 10 push-ups and just leave it at that and just check the box. Because no matter what happens, there are going to be some days that are very bad, or you have so much to do, or that are horrible, where you're very undisciplined. And they're going to happen even for me, even 10 years from now, there are going to be some days like that. They're probably going to be less than when you first start off, but there's still going to be days like that. So you need to actually Start using this habit tracker and keep this mindset for the rest of your life. And just actually, if you actually can lower your ego and start using this habit tracker with the spare minimal mindset, that's when your life is going to start changing. Because your ego has kept you stuck where you are. It doesn't seem as helpful, but it changed my life forever. So I hope you can change yours if you actually start lowering your ego. The second reason why you can't do your work is a bad attention span. Nowadays, our attention spans are becoming horrible because of the video games, the hyper stimulated videos on YouTube, the TikToks, the shorts on YouTube, the weird music that we have nowadays, even the foods that we eat. Our attention spans are becoming horrible. And if you want to stand out in comparison to most people, just start improving your attention span. Really just meditate for 3 minutes and you will actually start standing out from most people. Because most people have such short attention span. And I'm talking like this as if I was good at it. No, I still have to make so much progress on it. I still find myself just mind wandering sometimes. And while I'm doing something important things, but I made a lot of progress. And I've actually now gotten to the level where I can actually work on something for hours on end without really thinking about something else. I've been working for like already 1 hour this morning, and right now it's just 5:22 a.m. and I've recorded one video before this one, and I'm recording this video now, and I'm going to record one more video after this one. And it's because I've actually started meditating, improving my attention span. And quickly, I'm just going to give you the quick tips. The best way to improve your attention span is just meditate and stop doing the habits that actually that destroy your attention span. So meditation, it's a complicated habit. Even I didn't understand it until very recently, actually, how to make progress in meditation. Basically, meditation, you're not growing when you're focusing on, maybe imagine you focus on your breath. You're not growing when you're focusing on your breath for as long as possible. You're actually growing every time. You're actually making progress. Every rep is basically when you mind wander and you bring your attention back to your breath or something in the present moment. Instead of focusing on trying to stay as focused on your breath for as long as possible, focus really on realizing that you've been present, that because you're gonna think about some random things throughout the meditation many times. Even if you've been meditating for a long time, you're always gonna be thinking about something. And it's gonna distract you from your meditation. And you're actually growing every time that you've been unpresent, you've been thinking about something random, and you bring your attention back to the present moment, back to the meditation. That's actually where you grow. You don't grow when you're trying to focus on the present moment for as long as possible. You grow when you bring your attention back to the present moment. And this is the mindset shift that actually changed how I meditate. That's actually now that I started making progress. I've been doing it wrong for years, and I didn't make any progress with meditation. But recently I actually changed my mindset of just trying to bring my attention back to the present moment for as much as possible, get as much reps as possible, and that's actually what's going to help you grow meditation. And then just stop doing bad habits that actually fuck up your attention span. The video games, the movies, the super edited videos on YouTube, the shorts, the TikToks, the Instagram. No, stop doing these activities. Because you can do all you want to improve your attention span. If you still do the things that fuck up your attention span, you won't make any progress. The third reason why you can't do your work is you don't have a plan. You don't have a schedule. You just go through the flow throughout your day. My whole day, I can show you my computer right now. My whole day is scheduled. Every hour of my day is scheduled. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can see it. I think you can see it. In that first green block, record 3 videos. And I woke up at 4 a.m. and yeah, you can see every hour after that is still planned. And to be honest, my plan for today is a little bit messed up because I won't be able to work out directly. I won't work out directly after I finish my work. I'll start preparing for school because I have to go to school today. So this is more of a plan of my weekends. The social on weekdays is, I already kind of know. I just know. It doesn't necessarily. I just on weekdays I just basically work and I prepare for school and I go to school. Um, then I come back from school and every time when I come back from school, what I do is I do my workout, then I take a shower and I just learn for the rest of the day. And I just eat my dinner. But yeah, that just basically start planning your day. It's such a powerful habit. It doesn't seem so sexy. Many people think, oh yeah, but it's too rigid, it's too stiff. I can't live like that. Or maybe on some days I won't be able to follow it. It's okay. Even I don't follow it 100% every single day. On some days, something happens. Or on some day, I might procrastinate on some of the habits. I'm just gonna be honest. On some days, something might happen. And the goal is not to follow it 100% by 100% every day. The goal is to, even if you just follow it by 30% or 10% on some days, or 50%, that's good. That's actually better than nothing. That's actually very good already. Start scheduling your day. It will change your life. It doesn't seem like it. And I used to kind of have a weird mindset when it comes to this, but when I actually started doing it, I started doing it correctly. It changed my life. I made a video on it not so long ago. You can go find it. I actually don't remember the name. But yeah, I hope this video helps you. I hope you got value from this video. If you're interested in my discipline program, then click the first link in the description so you can see if you could fit forward. Don't run from discomfort. Chase it.